Ignited Thinkers is officially headed to Kenya.
Hello everyone, my name is Gitika Gorthy and I'm the founder and CEO of Ignited Thinkers, a nonprofit organization to spread space education to all students. And today I am beyond excited to share that I am in Nairobi, Kenya for the next 4 days to inspire students across Kenya to pursue interdisciplinary aerospace careers to both advance space exploration and life on Earth. So let's get started.
To start off my day, I headed to Columbia University's Global Center in Nairobi, where finally I was able to meet the team I've been speaking with for about a year in person. It was great to see Columbia's Global Center in person, the STEMLens Network team, Leo Sky Africa, and representatives from the Kenya Space Agency as we planned out the final logistics of our outreach events. Shortly after the meeting, I headed out to the outskirts of Nairobi, where I visited a local Maasai tribe from the connection of Dean Cameron from Let's Go Aerospace. It was incredible to interact with over 50 students from the community and encourage them to pursue higher education, STEM education, and particularly pursue aerospace careers in Kenya. From making Blue Origin postcards and discussing ways the students can engage with the space economy today, it was easy to see the excitement and passion for space ignite in all of them. Realizing the impact this workshop had on the students, Ignited Thinkers is now working with Let's Go Aerospace and Leo Sky Africa to bring space education workshops for this community every single month. Apart from being able to share my love for aerospace with all of these students, it was wonderful and simply beautiful to be welcomed into their family and to learn about their beautiful culture. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. This was so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is truly inspiring.
Oh. But he used the wisdom that he had, that he inherited from the four people, those people who were there before. This is something that you cannot be taught in school, in University of Nairobi, in Osiligi Primary School, but you're being taught by your mother. And this one, what does this mean? You can see here, it goes up, it goes down, up and down. What does that mean? That means life is so hard. Sometimes life is so hard, sometimes life is so what? So smooth. So you have to be, every step that you're passing through, you have to be strong. You have to be brave in whichever course that you're saying.
The future is us. Hi everyone, today is officially the second day I'm here in Kenya. Wow. Yesterday was absolutely magical. I have no other words to describe it. Yesterday was my first day here in Kenya, and as you saw by those pictures and videos, it was incredibly inspiring. We were able to visit a local Maasai tribe on the outskirts of Nairobi and inspire over 50 students in the Maasai community to pursue STEM degrees here in Kenya, and specifically interdisciplinary aerospace careers in Kenya's growing space economy. It was absolutely beautiful for me to not only learn about their beautiful history and culture and be part of their family now, but be able to help the students understand the different tracks that they can take, how to actually pursue college degrees, and we were able to make Blue Origin postcards that will be launched to space, and we found that this to be such an impactful small event to ignite their passions for higher education and for specifically space education. And so we're working now with Leo Sky Africa and Let's Go Aerospace to try seeing if we can do something monthly for these students directly in the Maasai community to help uplift the space education and STEM education for their tribe. It was simply magical. I have no other words to describe it. And today is our second day of outreach events. We will be headed to the University of Nairobi today, where we'll be inspiring primary school students all the way through high school to pursue aerospace careers here in Kenya. So it's going to be a very exciting day filled with lots of inspiring talks and moments. So I can't wait to take you along this second day.
Today, our outreach events were focused on inspiring primary school students all the way through high school students. We had around 300 students and parents show up for this event today, and it was incredibly exciting to see the room filled with energy, passion, and curiosity. I began the day with a keynote presentation where I shared my journey into the aerospace industry as a young professional. As a first-generation student in America with no connections in the aerospace sector, it was important to share my voice and inspire students to find their own pathway into the space sector. Following my talk, we then had an inspiring keynote presentation by a representative and engineer at the Kenya Space Agency, who shared the current space economy in Kenya and ways students right now can get involved in the growing space sector. The entire morning of the event was really focused on different keynote presentations and talks, as we wanted all of the students to see themselves in the aerospace industry. And more importantly, we wanted to share the message that space was an interdisciplinary industry, and we needed the engineers, scientists, lawyers, artists, and really anyone who's excited about space. We even had two exciting astronaut talks by our favorite astronauts, Ron Rosano from Virgin Galactic and Sarah Sabry from Blue Origin. Following the morning talks and a quick lunch break, we then broke into different teams to play Space Jeopardy! It was an incredibly exciting challenge where the students were quizzed on all different topics of space, astrophysics, aerospace engineering, and even the space industry in specifically Kenya. After a fun and competitive game of Space Jeopardy! We then moved on to hands-on activities. We started off by building and launching water-propelled rockets.
Predicted incorrectly. You see,
After launching some rockets, we then split the students into smaller groups, where we did some hands-on activities to further inspire them to pursue interdisciplinary space careers. We had planetarium displays set up by the Kenya Space Agency and Leo Sky Africa, and even had space robotic stations hosted by the STEM Lens Network.
Yesterday was an absolute blast. It was amazing to go to the University of Nairobi for the first time, which was an absolutely beautiful campus, and then work with over 200 primary through high school students and inspire them to enter the aerospace sector. It was quite surprising to learn that many students didn't even realize that there was a Kenya Space Agency and that their country was really partaking in international space activities and developing some of the latest technology that can be used both in space as well as their country. It was amazing to have the Kenya Space Agency representatives and scientists to speak with the students, as well as have astronaut Ron Rosano and Sarah Sabri share their inspiration and their story with these students and show them how everyone can go to space if they would like to, and at least be a part of the aerospace sector if they so dream of. So it was absolutely beautiful, and all the kids' reactions to the different activities you saw through those pictures, it was a life-changing experience, and I truly hope many kids came up to me afterwards and were saying this is the start of their aerospace journey. And you know, if I can even change, or if we were able to change even one student's perspective about the aerospace sector and their possibility of entering it, I know it was a huge win yesterday. And so today I'm excited to specifically be going back to the University of Nairobi, but targeting university students across Kenya. So let's do it today.
The University of Nairobi was truly buzzing today with excitement, with over 100 young professionals and university students attending our event. We started off with a keynote presentation by myself, followed by some incredible talks and panel discussions by Kenya space engineers, scientists, and space agency representatives. One of the most exciting aspects of the entire morning was seeing the students ask questions to the young professionals on how they navigated finding a job in Kenya's growing space economy. It was wonderful for the students to see themselves in these young professionals and find realistic options and pathways to pursue aerospace careers in their country. We even had the incredible honor of hosting one of the directors of the Kenya Space Agency, who gave a talk as well as did a Q&A session with all of the students present on how they can pursue jobs at the Kenya Space Agency, private space companies in Kenya, and apply for funding opportunities to start their own space businesses. It was wonderful to see the students excited about the opportunities and job market for the space sector in Kenya. It was truly a morning filled with exciting questions and answers, as well as networking opportunities for all of the students present. After all of the talks, the second half of the event was focused on a Space Innovation Think Tank Challenge, where all of the students split into 4 teams and developed a space business that solved one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals while also advancing humans' presence in space. The teams then presented their ideas and a panel of judges picked the winners. The winners were then awarded an opportunity to conduct a virtual internship with FinSat. It was an incredible experience for all of the students to hone in on the idea that space innovation can help space exploration, but also advance life on Earth for everyone.
We are the future!
A huge shout out to the entire Kenya press team that was there to highlight our inspiring event and share our message across with the entire country on Kenya's growing space ecosystem. A special shout out to the entire team for making IgnitedThinkers' second Global Space Education Summit a huge success. We can't wait for our next one. Thank you to all of our partners and sponsors for making this inspiring event a reality. Till next time.